Hello and welcome back to Siscally Improbable Productions, aka the only thing that can get me to stop playing Baldur's Gate 3. Um, we're back here with our Monster of the Week campaign. Um,
Yeah.
who wants to take off the recap of the last session? Looks like it's on Max.
Um, from what I remember, Max went back to the public gardens, did something there with the cop and everything, went back to his apartment. While he was gone, his company there decided to perform with much struggle a good old-fashioned B&E to his his bedroom. Um,
Just some
to the
mild
point where
B&E.
to the point
Just
like
a little
where
bit.
instead of um like being a normal person checking or maybe for a key, deciding to mix it up and try and melt the door off and everything like that. It's all good. So anyways, he gets back, doesn't notice that. Um John and Gwen leave in kind of a hurry, and when Mac decides to go to his room. He decides to lift it. He lifts up the welcome mat in front of his door for the key, and then notices that the door's been completely ruined. And as those two are outside, they can hear a fire alarm go off, so they know shit happened. Day after, they go to the coffee shop, and then Max fucks with their drinks. And then all I remember after that is Max had to stay for work, and then the others went to the hospital with Hell to try and find that woman. Some stuff happened, and then Hell was kidnapped by this woman from a cult that I think Gwyn also knows slash might be part of.
Spooky.
Mm-hmm.
So, to any other points that people wanted to mention?
There's vampires.
Yes.
Yeah, there's an infection spreading, that seems to be spreading through the city, mutating people to that seems to, from John's experience, turn their skin gray and cause their hair to become more bristly. Teeth start to sharpen. You had found the attack had happened at the public garden, but you've also heard word of some another body that had been found in the docks area, and you had gone to the hospital to find this person who had been attacked prior. Wynn had come up with a lie to tell the person at the front desk that it was their sister who was attacked. And said that they wanted to make sure they were okay. On her way up to the floor that you had discovered where the person was staying, your anxiety rose, and the thought of your sister being in danger almost became real as you got onto the floor, and realized that that feeling was real. And you see Hell being confronted by a strange woman who you didn't recognize, there was a confrontation of forces between the woman who was using some sort of telekinesis to drag Hal towards her. You tried to hold the woman in place and stop her from moving, while Hal tried to teleport away. The force of all these powers converging caused a bright flash of light, and once you're able to gain your vision back, the woman stood there, but Hal was gone. You don't know where she went. There's no trace of her left, and the woman, for a brief moment, looked as confused as you were at that time. Before examining you and questioning whether you were also with the group of the Timeless Maiden, but said you could possibly pose a hindrance to her plan in the future, but she'd wait to see. And then she walked around the corner, and as you chased after her, she was gone.
Very rude. How dare she?
Yeah. Just the absolute worst.
Like, literally, I was just trying to ask her a simple question.
Prior to that, John had managed to find the last ingredients he needed to concoct his cure, and was able to stave off the infection from spreading, and it is now currently in the process of receding. His arm is slowly reverting back to normal where it had been bit. It's going to take a little bit of time, but he's starting to recover. The last thing, on roll 20 mechanically, I had also altered your guys' harm markers so they count up instead of counting down, because I find that easier to track for myself. In case you guys look at that and are confused why you're at 0 harm. But other than that, we go back to the hospital. Let me just change things up here a little bit. Just switch up the music a little bit.
That's relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
For now.
Mm-hmm.
Storm clouds brew overhead. The rain trickles down at this hospital. As when you stand there, not certain what to think of the events that had just occurred. It's about this time as you look down the hallway of where you've just seen this woman disappear without a trace. At the end of the hallway, this is when John would have made it around the corner as he was trying to get there get to this area from a different direction. What do you guys do? John.
This music got less calming. Well, Wynn's gonna be standing in the hallway. She's almost like hunched over and she's like shaking a little. Her book's still in her hand, and her other hand is just kind of shaking, and she's like almost, when you've been in like adrenaline mode for a bit and you're starting to come down from it. That's where she's at. And so you said that John found his way up to the hallway?
Yeah, so he's just come around the corner, facing you now.
What happened, Wayne?
Who
Where's
is
the
that?
run? Where's the run?
Oh my god, you scared me. I'm Oh, she's gone. I don't know what happened.
What do you mean she's gone?
This woman just took her. She's disappeared. This woman who seemed to like just be all powerful showed up, and now hell's gone. I don't get it. And I couldn't save her, and I tried, and for some reason she's
What,
gone.
Did she do her teleport?
Yeah, she tried, but this woman stopped her. I don't know what happened to her. She's like, I don't know if hell teleported or if this woman took her, but all I know is that this woman is saying that like there's some stuff I haven't told you guys, but all I know is that I don't trust what's going on here. She's dangerous.
Well then, should we put a pin in that and keep trying to find this lady in the hospital, or should we drop that and go look into that?
I think that we should continue to look at the lady in the hospital right now. We don't want people to die, but I think that if we see any clues along the way of where hell might be, that would be a good idea.
Okay.
What do you think?
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. And like Wynn's gonna be like visibly like exhausted, and like as much as she knows that they need to find hell, she's like just doesn't have the energy to chase that woman right now.
Yeah, that's a lot to take in. But you guys are able. You guys are on the right floor for the that the person who was attacked is staying in. So you can easily, you know which room she's in, so you're able to get there. And as you enter one of the she's the same woman that you had seen attacked is lying in one of the hospital beds. Do you enter, I assume? What do you say upon entering?
Is there anyone else in the room?
Currently, no.
Is there a clipboard that I can see on the wall nearby before I enter into the room? Or some sort of binder or documentation that can make me look official?
I'd say it'd be easy enough for you to snag a clipboard from somewhere.
Okay. Wynn's gonna put her magic book away in her bag. She's going to straighten herself out a little bit, and she's gonna grab a clipboard and get ready to enter into the room.
Okay. Anything you would do before entering, John?
Just look left and right, make sure no one's watching, and then just slip into the room.
Okay. You guys enter. The woman lies there. She looks at you guys upon entering. She seems uncomfortable and a little confused. Just looks at you. Just, hi, who are you?
Hi there. My name is Wynn. I'm with the Patient Care Coordinator program here at the hospital. I have a gentleman here who has a couple of questions to ask you. Would it be all right if I take some notes?
Sure.
Okay, my colleague here just needs to understand a bit more about the injuries that you've sustained, and we just need to understand your overall experience coming into this hospital.
Okay.
And Wynn's gonna pretend to be taking notes, but she's like vibing the room. She's sensing things out.
So, our understanding is that you were attacked by a strange man, I believe, last night. Is that correct?
He did seem different. Yeah. That's not what
Did
he's
you
normally like.
did you know this man?
Uh, I think so.
His name or anything like that?
He was. I had a list of names here and it's gone. Harold?
Harold.
Where did you know him from?
We used to date but a while back, but that was we had since broken things off last month.
And
Uh,
may I ask a question if you don't mind?
Yes.
I said that to John, realizing I blatantly interrupted him. Would he have had any means to have hurt you?
Um.
Was there anything that could have motivated him? Is there something? Did you guys have a fight?
Not really a fight. It was a mutual breakup, as far as I thought.
did you uh, intend to encounter him in the garden there, or did he just happen across you?
No, he just happened across. Like, I go there frequently, so it's like if he was looking for me, he would have known to look there. But
Uh, Earlier you said that something was different about him. Could you elaborate on that?
uh, he wasn't coherent when he approached. Words were not speaking. He wasn't speaking in full sentences, and his and then once he got closer, I noticed that his skin was a sickly gray color. Um, and as you guys look closer at it, you can also actually see that she might not have actually noticed yet because it's around her neck is starting to turn the same gray color that John's arm had turned.
Mm-hmm. Wynn's gonna notice that and like make a gesture at John. Be like,
Yeah,
yo,
I'm gonna give a little nod. I noticed it too.
um,
Uh, what did Harold, was it? Uh, do you? I guess you'd know. Where did he work?
Uh, he was a dock worker, but I hadn't heard anything from him since the breakup, so um
Okay. Do you know with which company specifically?
Uh, um, Mastodon.
Mastodon. Thank you. Okay. That about wraps things up here. Just one more question. How are you feeling? I trust the hospital's been taking good care of you.
Um, to be honest, I think he bit me, and it's very itchy now, and I think I have a fever of some sort. Well, as headache and nausea, but
Uh, Are you motioned to your neck? Is that where he bit you?
yes, I believe so.
Do you know if he bit you anywhere else or just there?
I think that's it. Some people had jumped in to help, I think, before he could actually do anything else. And she actually, um, looks at you, Win. It's like, do I know you?
Yes, I'm the patient care coordinator. I came by when you first were admitted as well. But I'm so sorry to have heard you've gone through this. We definitely want to make sure that you come out of this situation feeling better. And we will personally invest our time into making sure that that happens.
So, I've thinking,
Is that a manipulate?
well, I think that should fall under either manipulate or act under pressure.
Okay.
Manipulate someone is if you're trying to get something.
Yeah, I'm not really trying to get something. I'm just trying to play a character.
Yeah, which I think falls more
Okay.
under act under pressure.
You want me to roll it?
Yeah. Let's see how well your facade is actually working. Because you were the person direct. Oh, wow.
Guess it works.
Um. Yeah, 6 and a
Surprise.
5. Yeah, because you were the one directly talking to this person before. However,
Yeah.
it was um at night in a dark space, and she was suffering from blood loss.
Exactly. I don't mean to like make her not remember. I'm just trying to protect myself.
Yeah.
It's
So
just wholesome gaslighting.
Exactly. It's nothing. It's fine. You don't know what you're talking about.
you're in the wrong, and everything I do is fine.
I'm just a patient care coordinator.
Um. Yeah, she looks. So she's like, yeah, okay. Uh, was there anything else you needed?
Just for my own information. It's not me saying this, but do I have any more of the cure that I manufactured on me?
Let me look at the thing for the cure just to be quick. Okay. Would John have made enough to do a second dose?
I don't No. Should we roll for it?
Sure, I'll do a luck roll. Full, just a straight 2d6. On a full success, you have enough for 2 more doses. Partial success, you have enough for 1 more, and a failure, you only had enough material for the 1 dose.
Alright, am I rolling that? Or
I'll do it.
okay,
Let me roll some dice.
go for it.
7, which is a partial success, I believe.
Yes.
So yeah. You have enough for 1 more dose.
Okay, well, what form is it? Is it like a... Is it like a...
You tell me, you made this cure.
I guess it's like a cream type thing, like a salve.
Okay.
That would probably make the most sense for, like, something you're putting on. Okay, I'll say, I'm sorry, what was your name again?
You guys keep asking for names, and I keep forgetting the names. I had her name here somewhere. Here. Elizabeth, I believe, was her name.
Well, Miss Elizabeth, I'm
Elizabeth
actually
Thompson.
Miss Thompson. I'm actually a detective with the police. We're investigating this incident and a number of similar ones. I expect there seems to be some sort of unusual virus going around or something like that. I don't expect the hospital really will know how to deal with it, but if you don't mind, I do have some medicine that should be able to help. Do you mind if I apply it to your injury there?
Yeah, if it's safe.
Unquestionably.
Just make sure that you're not allergic to any of these things.
It might cause fever, nausea, heartburn.
Indigestion, upset stomach.
Death.
Oh.
Please do not advise with a doctor before taking this medication. They will not tell you the information you want to hear.
All right. I assume there's like some bandages or gauze or something around.
Yeah, it's a hospital. You can find what you need.
It is a hospital. I'll do up a little dressing and sloop it on and
Yeah.
I'll try to make it look sort of official so that the nurses won't question it too much, hopefully.
I almost want to make you roll for this, but I don't know what it would be. Just to see how official it goes, but you have enough first aid training. Or experience, rather. You can slap it on and provide the cure for this person. And you do notice as you put it on, you see a almost instant relief go over her as, like, it's like for your own infection, it will take a bit of time, but there is a sense of immediate relief of some of the symptoms. So
There you go.
she's
Hopefully that'll make you feel better. Do keep that on for a little while until you feel a lot better.
Thank you. I appreciate it a lot.
Just doing my job.
What was your name again?
Detective Brown.
Thank you. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss with her? Oh, we lost one. Oh, she's back.
No,
Back.
we're good. I was just fixing my blurriness.
Anything else you guys want to discuss?
I just use glasses for that.
Wynn's gonna ask for the contact information so we can follow up if needed. And write it down.
Yeah, she gives you a phone number. She says, this is my home phone. I'm usually there in the evenings. I don't have a cell phone, but hopefully, if you need me, you can contact me here. And here's my address for when I get out, but I don't know how long I'll have to stay here for.
Oh, don't worry. We know that, and you'll be fine. Thank you for taking the time with us today. Sorry you got into this mess, but I'm glad that we're able to give you something to help ease your pain.
You said you're a detective? As she looks at you, John.
That's correct.
Do you know what happened to Howard? Howard
I don't know.
I forget the name already.
It was Howard or Harold or something like that.
I'll say Howard and write it down this time. Do you know what happened to him? Is he okay?
He's been taken into police custody, but I don't know much more beyond that.
Okay. And she then lies down. She seems like she's pretty much exhausted now. Like, she didn't have a lot of energy to begin with as you came in. So unless you have any other questions or anything else you'd...
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah. Wynn's gonna just pack up and head out of the room. I guess we should probably head to the coffee shop, maybe?
Yeah, we should be coming on the end of Max's shift there, so you would be able to meet up with him and inform him of your events that had occurred.
Before we head there, Wynn's gonna take like John by the arm and like kind of like do the whole like stop him from walking. John, I think that your salve is like whatever medicine there that you made, we need to get more of that. Maybe I can help you make some more.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Well, if she's just one of the victims and this thing is spreading, we need to help.
We do, yeah. So, I assume I would remember how I made it. Or
You'd remember how you made it, but there was a process to it.
yeah.
You'll have to roll another weird science roll to make it again, but since you've done it before, I'll give you +1 forward to the roll.
Okay.
And then if Win is helping you, then she can add to that as well if the roll doesn't succeed.
100% helping.
Well, let's go to the coffee shop. We'll loop Max in on what's going on, and then we'll make more salve, and then we'll go investigate the docks. Sounds like.
I think this is the plan. Let's do it. But before we go, what about Hell? Are we good to just hope she turns up? She does disappear sometimes.
I mean, I don't want to just leave her to whatever, but I don't know what leads we can follow here.
Mm-hmm.
When she vanishes, she vanishes.
Yeah. Can I do anything to like investigate? Because we're still in the hallway where she vanished, right?
Yeah.
Can I investigate?
The area?
Yeah.
Yes, that. I'd say investigate a mystery would.
Yeah. May I?
Yeah. Mixed success.
Okay.
5 and a 1.
So I get one question, right?
Yeah.
So where did it go?
Okay. So explain to me how Win is investigating.
When's using her magic powers. Okay, I'm not gonna make it that easy. She is
Magic, of course. A wizard did it.
yeah, like she must be able to feel the vibes of the area and the residual magic from like them disappearing. She has her ability to like the sight,
Yeah.
magical influences. I also have telepathy, but that wouldn't really work.
So,
Is there any magic energy that I can feel that points me in a direction of where she might have gone?
as you open your mind to the forces around you, trying to reach out for any tether that could lead you to give you any sense of what happened, you reach out and you only realize now that it had been strongest as you were running here in a desperate attempt to intervene with what was about to occur. You notice now that there had been a tether that had drawn you close to hell before.
Mm-hmm.
It was always present as far as you can remember knowing her, and you always got the sense of it, except for now, where that tether is just gone.
Wow.
Her entire essence has vanished, and you it's only in the absence of it that you realize that it was even there in the first place.
Okay. That's gonna upset Wynn. She's gonna be like visibly upset as they're leaving. Yeah. There's nothing more she can really do.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to suss out because there's no real trace in the vicinity and your connection has just been severed.
Meh. Okay. John, there's no need for us to linger around here. We're not going to find anything. Let's head to the coffee shop. She's going to sulk away as she walks towards the exit.
Let's go.
You guys
Insert music for moving montage.
just like wacky music to completely offset.
I'm thinking
the mood.
like Scooby-Doo Adventures music, you know, like no copyright here, but
just complete contrast to the mood.
yeah.
Just like as we transition to the coffee shop, where what is Max up to as you're ending your shift?
So I'm assuming it's raining, right? Because this music and everything.
Yeah.
So it's really busy right now. Because apparently rain equals people want to drink coffee.
Yeah. That checks out.
So Max is, it doesn't look like Max is going to be leaving on time because until, because on time right now. But you can see him like glancing out the door, like seeing you two come in and just like wanting to leave.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna wave at you when we come in.
I catch you guys just right back, and I have like a helping look on my face right now. I forgot what the other girl's name is.
Your coworker?
Was it Suzanne or something? Yeah, was it like Suzanne or something like that?
This is your
It
guys'
can be.
NPC.
Sure. I forget.
It was an S something. We'll say Suzanne.
Let's see if I have it in my notes. But keep going.
Yeah. I see you guys walk in, and then I'm just like slowly just walking away. So I look at Suzanne, and it's like, you got this, right? You good? You good? You're good. And I dash off. I clock out, put my apron up, and I kind of just bolt out the door.
She just like fear in her eyes as she just watches you, not even like wait for a response. She's like, I guess. Oh. Oh no, Suzanne will remember this.
I don't have a name, so her name is Suzanne.
Suzanne, okay.
Okay. Someone write that down.
I did.
Yeah. I give you two just like this kind of smile, like the fake forest one, and usher you guys out the door.
But we're not staying for a coffee?
No. I look back at the craziness of the place right now. We can go somewhere else.
A new
Oh, okay.
location?
It's like we can go back to my apartment.
I do shifty eyes at John when he says that. Your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds great. Can we get takeout on the way? I'm starving.
So
You just feel Mac just put like one hand on your shoulder and give it a squeeze to the point where it's almost um where it's almost painful but not quite there, and he just smiles at you. Of course we can. Anything for my friends who I can always trust.
always trust.
Let me treat you to some dinner, Max. You deserve it for being such a good friend.
Why, thank you.
What a good sport he is.
Mm-hmm.
How
No,
much? Such a team player.
no underlying tensions here.
And with that, I start walking, hand still on one shoulder, and I usher her out the door with me.
So
Cool.
you guys head out of the coffee shop, and head towards Max's apartment. Did John want to pick up some of the necessary ingredients along the way?
Yeah. No reason not to.
So you're
I'll get a supply of them too.
yeah, easy enough. Um, you might have to go to like one or like you might have to go to more than one place to get it, but you would be able to gather everything you need. Um, and you make your way up to Max's apartment. And what's your first order of business there?
I open the door and I ask him to go in first. After you.
Wynn's just gonna go through the door and she's holding like a bag of like takeout that's like has like various like rice and meat and soup and various things like that.
Yeah, it got picked up from a street vendor.
Yeah, exactly.
Who didn't have too much business since on account of the rain right now, but just a regular vendor who's you probably visit frequently.
Can his name be Joe?
Sure.
So I visited Joe, the street vendor, and got all of his like prime deals of the day for everyone. And I'm carrying them into the apartment and heading over to the kitchen area.
And as you walk by, you notice a gigantic padlock now bolted to the exposed door.
I do the like most half second of a stop and pause when I see it, but I don't want to be like noticed my behavior, so I continue on like quickly enough.
Fair enough. How does John react upon entering?
Plays it cool. Yeah, just walking in. I'm sure he'd notice the big padlock, but be cool.
In addition to that, you also notice some singe marks on the ceiling directly above the door.
Were you playing with your cooking recently? Pointing up at the singe marks.
I hear you say that. I come in and I
Flipping pancakes too high.
Yeah, exactly.
close the door rather rough behind me, like it makes like a slamming noise.
I'm gonna jump a little because Wynn's jumpy when you do that. Ah! That was loud. And then she's gonna go and grab some plates.
So I wanted to cool down first. And I started laughing to myself. uh, so, this is more pointed towards Win than John. I thought you were someone I could trust.
Wynn's heart's gonna like sink hearing that. I am someone you can trust. I've never demonstrated any other way. I just got roped up into a bad situation. We're dealing with vampires. Hell is missing. There's a lot of stuff going on. What can I do for you?
Max is kind of unfazed by like the sudden development of a missing Hell, and he points over to his door. Can either of you explain this to me, please?
Oh,
I'm gonna look at John. What I can tell you is my demons are greater than you'd expect, Max. And I know you have your own demons that you're channeling and battling and all that stuff, but mine sometimes make me
the wrong thing to say.
but mine's cause me to make poor choices sometimes.
I was just gonna say Hell did it.
So you said the wrong word there in front of Max.
Demon?
Yep.
Oops.
Yeah.
Well, what does Max say?
Oh, like you see, his face starts to contort him, like just at that word.
Wynn's gonna like touch him on his arm gently to try to calm him. Max, I'm sorry if there is anything I've done that has betrayed your trust, but we are friends. And to be fair, you've kept a lot from me. I thought I knew you.
Have I though? Are you still like under like the? Because last time I did the thing on you.
Right?
Yeah. So, do you still have?
Yeah, so she did choose to go conform to it. But
There probably have been situations since then that might have like brought it up again.
yeah, like things are still like being in this whole situation and you being unfazed by the stuff, like it raises flags that there's something more to you. She just forgot the physical appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So when his face contorted, did I see that?
Oh yeah.
Cool. She's unfazed. At this point, she probably thinks in part because she's had so much going on with her meds lately and like hallucinate her spirits and ghosts coming around and vampire, the whole shebang. She's in like detached, what is real, what isn't kind of vibes right now. So, but, Max, we need to think of the bigger picture here. I get that you're dealing with some stuff, but so are we, and we have vampires we have to fight. But I bought you food, so we can be friends. Have some food.
You see me like, as you're saying this to me, like you're seeing me like clench my fist. Like I'm clearly very, very. I think this needs an act under pressure, honestly.
That is fair. Like this is a
Yeah.
strong situation for your anger.
Yeah.
To try and accept this, cool off. But if it does go bad, I'd say this would count as win helping.
Oh no! So this.
That's
Okay.
1 and a 3.
Yeah, that's a straight up failure. Okay, so
And it's a
Can I help out?
6.
Can I help?
What's a mixed success? That's 6, isn't it? You need a 6.
it is.
Yeah, I think a 5 is
So I
still a
don't.
failure, right?
I
Yeah,
think so.
I think
Act
even
under
helping.
pressure. 7 to 9 is what a mixed is.
Oh, 7 to 9,
Okay.
yeah. So even helping out can't.
Oh yeah, because it's just a +1.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going down this road then. Um, with your hand still on my arm, you start to feel it like you start to feel my arm get really really hot, and he just and I'm breathing really heavily,
Steam starts
and
to rise from your body.
yeah,
My hand's gonna
and
like come off your arm.
and in a flash before both of you, how do I do this now?
I'm inching towards the door.
Jake, how do I change tokens again?
You should be able to right click and multi-sided.
That's it.
Choose
Thank
that.
you. There we go. So flames cover me, and in a flash second, um, my my glamour all but disintegrates, and I look at you. Um, don't you ever call me a demon again?
I didn't call you a demon. I said that I had demons. I'm so sorry. But I didn't call you a demon. And then she's gonna like eye roll a little bit and then go back to her food.
Unfazed by this transformation.
I'm,
Like
here,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be like,
rephrase. Like you didn't call me a demon, but like I think you compare the two together, and that's like when like Max's.
okay.
Yeah,
Let me take it back. Okay.
Yeah.
Understanding that context, let me take it back then. Sorry, I took that too literally. Wynn's going to look at you all transformed. Now question, because I had a thing, me seeing him transform, does it bring back the memories of previous times I've seen them?
I think the only glimpse you got of me was like back when we were in the laboratory, and you saw my wings through the
I thought I'd
think
seen
that was
more of
you.
you,
Did you?
but I could be wrong. So if this is the first time me seeing you,
I could have sworn we've seen him before.
yeah, I thought I'd seen him in the laboratory.
You.
Oh, I think he did, but then after that, though, I did my thing on you to make you like forget everything.
Yeah.
Right. So my question
Yeah.
is by seeing you, does that break that like spell of making me forget?
Um.
Hmm.
Or is this like a new experience again?
I think it would be like a new experience.
I would say. I'd like. I think there'd be a roll for this to see if you could break. If it would break.
Okay.
So let me just read how.
Because it's not exactly rules as written, but there's not many rules as written.
How would you like me to do this?
Well, the mental dominion thing says that people will follow your order. So if I ordered her to like forget, she would do that. So it's kind of like a weird situation then.
Yeah.
If she could remember.
That's why I feel like she would need a full success to fully remember. And a partial success, it would be foggy. Failure, it would just she won't remember at all.
Mm-hmm.
And they feel like it'd be either cool or sharp.
Okay. Ready?
I guess it doesn't matter since you have the same modifier for both, so...
Yeah.
Mixed success.
Oh, you were so close to a 10.
I was.
So yeah, this... It brings back foggy moments that you can't tell if it's a dream or if it was reality of previous encounters with Max. Seeing this here now. But
Okay.
you get a sense of familiarity to this form, but you can't pinpoint an exact moment.
Also, to argue, didn't I see in the journal a drawing of a character that was like him?
Yes.
So I'm going to pull out my
Yay.
book, the journal, and I'm going to pull open the page and like compare and look at him and look at the book again. Well, this is uncanny. And she's gonna be kind of not phased because this ain't the first rodeo of seeing something weird at this point. Max, you look a little different. And she's gonna point at the picture in the journal.
This is me talking. I genuinely don't remember this part of the journal and everything. So, like,
So this
how did...
is a journal that Wynn had stolen from the science center. That was on the desk of the researcher who was in charge of the worms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which contains multiple page, like the entire thing is just essentially a bestiary, but it's written in a language that none of you recognize. I don't know if
Even
John...
I don't recognize?
Actually, I don't know if you actually showed it to any of them. It's just written in a language that Wynn doesn't recognize.
Right. I haven't shown them the journal yet.
Yeah.
This is my first time showing them it.
The only page that's been translated is the page on the worms.
Mm-hmm.
But it has multiple illustrations and pages written about different things, but you can't really identify most of them.
And what I'm looking at right now is a creature that looks like me.
Has similar motifs.
Because it said the horn and the butterfly wings. That's what I
It has
remember.
the horns, butterfly wings, and some flaming elements on it. But this one is has a lot of exaggerated features, like it's much taller, it's hunched over.
Well, it's like folklore, right?
Yeah. And it's a hand sketched illustration on this very old paper.
Max was Bigfoot this whole time.
Would Max recognize? Like,
Has Max studied any ancient languages?
That's a good question.
Oh, the cat.
If you want to roll sharp.
I feel like yes, because he's trying, because, like, again, like, not talking in game, he is trying to
Yeah, this is definitely not a modern language.
Okay. What am I rolling?
This would be a sharp roll.
Sure.
Not tied to any specific skill, but just
Okay.
straight knowledge. Okay. So, mixed success. 5 and a 4. You would you don't know this exact language that this is written in, you know that it's a human language. You can recognize that.
Okay.
And
It's a human language? Okay.
but it is very old. It is not a language that is currently used. This is
So it's not so it's not the so it's not devilish in nature then.
no,
Okay.
and the proper term is infernal.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, this is a human language, but it is ancient.
Okay. And would Max like recognize the figure then?
Um,
Would he recognize it as like possibly being like of the same race as him, or
you would recognize that this is like often how devils can get depicted, as in like described um to others. It's not exactly what they look like, because this, like I said, this is like a lot of features are exaggerated. The arms in this illustration are elongated. The back is hunched over. The jaw is long. The forehead, big. Has talons for claws. But the main features are there with the wings, the horns, flame going down the head. So you know this is probably not a first-hand illustration of a devil, but or maybe it was someone who just had a very brief and intimidating encounter with one. But it's not fully accurate.
all right? And you said, and the journal itself, you said, is 200 years old. That was just the language.
I didn't give a specified time,
Okay.
but the journal itself does seem very old. You're not sure if the language and the journal itself, if they add up. It's hard to say.
Okay.
But they are both very old.
All right. You see Max just give like a frown at the picture, and then he takes the book out of your hands.
Hey, that's mine.
And then you look at it closely. He looks up at you. Well, whoever drew this has clearly never actually seen a devil before. This is clearly over exaggerated.
So you're saying you're a devil? And she's gonna look at you all curiously.
How does Max respond to this? Slip of the tongue.
He's like, oh.
Shit.
Yeah, it's just like an O face.
How's John reacting to all of this?
Well, he already knows what I am, so.
Yeah, but this is John just sitting back and watching the show?
John is ready to cat butt in my face.
Cat butt.
John is ready to leave this room, vacate these premises very quickly should the need arise.
You're just like edging towards the door, just like not wanting to be in the middle of this.
He is very much not wanting to be involved.
So,
John, where are you going? What, I'm not supposed to share the fact you were here?
So as
Oh, well, there's food, guys. Can we just have some food? She really wants
so
to change the subject.
and Max does too. So as John's trying to go by, you just see him, Max just thrusts his arm out so it's against the wall, kind of blocking him. And Max is gonna look at John. Yes, it's like yes, let's have some food.
So, you guys eat some food and discuss the current events that had recently taken place. Um, I assume you fill Max in on what had occurred at the hospital.
Yes. I let him know of the siren lady, or the lady, cult lady, and sorry, seeing the patient and the fact that Hell's gone. I reiterate that.
How does Max react to learning this information?
Have I ever seen her teleport ability?
Yeah, I think she
Okay,
teleported you once.
I think she did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
but it definitely never came with a blinding flash of light.
Okay. Um.
Does Win reveal the severed connection, or does she keep that to herself?
No, she reveals it. So once like when she's discussing it, she kind of like turns them and goes, I don't think this was her normal teleport. I don't feel her energy anymore. She's not here. Like she's gone. And then when also realizes that means that her connection to her drugs is gone and she now has to deal with that. That piece just kind of like came to light.
You see Max thinking for a second. That doesn't really make any sense. The only way like you can really like not be able to sense someone is if they're not even on the same plane of existence anymore.
I'm just telling you what I know. What I know is I can't feel her anymore, and I could feel her before.
Hmm. But I'm sure she's fine.
I'm
She's
sure
pretty
it's fine.
resourceful.
Like,
Yeah, everything's fine.
people burst into a thing of light on a regular basis. It's normal.
Normal, is it?
Uh, I'm sure we'll find her at some point. She she's a tough kid, annoying but a tough kid.
Well, I hope she comes back around, but for the meantime, we have some business to attend to. John, I can help you make some more of that magic if you want, or whatever you call it, the potion thing, medicine.
Sorry, the cat was getting somewhere she shouldn't.
Perfectly fine.
Yes, let's do that.
You guys want to make some medicine?
Yep.
Yes. I think it would be a good tool to bring if we're going to go look for more vampies.
Okay. So, this will be a weird science for John.
I'm prepared to help out if needed.
Yeah, and you'll get, like I said before, I'll give you +1 forward for this, since you've done it before. As long as the cat behaves.
So that's not going to happen. It's +1 forward, and then is it another +1 because she's helping me?
If needed, then yeah.
I'll do it after.
Jeez.
Cat being a nuisance.
Imagine that. I got a success.
Okay.
Good.
That is good. That's a lot of bonuses to that roll. So yeah, as you does John take notes of his experiments, or does he
No, don't leave a paper trail.
so what's it paint us a picture of the process for which John goes through creating this concoction.
Well, I'm gonna borrow some pots and pans of Max's, of course. Just
Using the burners, heating some up,
dumping chemicals, heating it up, stirring it around, mixing, matching, all that good stuff.
taking out a glass test tube that you pull out of who knows where as you swivel it around.
Yeah.
Put it on one of the Bunsen burners. And you get a full kitchen chemistry lab going in Max's apartment.
Yeah.
That's a kitty. Just being a menace.
Aw, hi. Such a cute cat.
Just an absolute menace.
She's just standing in front of my screen. Oh.
There goes the camera.
She knocked the camera over.
Wow.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Just the best kitty.
She's good, but she is a menace.
But yeah, takes you a bit of time, but you're able to construct a couple of doses of this cure. Let me.
Okay. Do we want to say how many doses exactly, just to have it on record?
Yeah. I'm going to roll. Let's say, do we want to do... Yeah. For full success, I'd say 2d4. Just to put a bit of randomness into it.
Have a bit of randomness.
And
Alright.
would you like to roll that? Or do you...
Sure.
Okay.
No rolls for you. 4.
Got the exact average.
I'm a pretty average guy.
So you got full solid doses of this. And every time you do it, it'll become easier to create. But for now, you got 4 doses.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a bit of information on where you could look. Hell had also told you that the police were investigating, and they had been contacted by a specialist who was helping them with this investigation. A doctor Atsuko Popov was helping the police with the investigation, who you know was the former director of the science center. Who had been let go of the position about 30 years ago and has never really popped up since. So those are the leads you have currently. What would you like to do now?
I was gonna think investigate the docks.
Okay. Is everyone good with that?
Mm-hmm.
So we know there was at least one report of a vampire attack near the docks, and our dude who was infected worked at the docks. So
Yeah. So
there you go.
we'll do a smash cut to the docks then, unless there was other business people wanted to do prior.
I think that's good.
I'm going to recast my glamour.
So let's have a. Should we have an act under pressure to try and let Max get a grip on himself with a +1, since you've had a chance to talk it out?
Sure. Alright, act under pressure. Where are you? There you are. And you said I have a +1 forward?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me put it in there.
Just-
Oh, sweet.
Hey,
Nice.
Nice. Good rolls
5
today.
and a 6. Nice.
Yeah. +1 is 12, so sweet.
Yeah, full success. You're able to fully breathe and calm yourself.
sorry, just a second. Cat's knocking stuff over.
Well, with that in mind, did we want to take a break and come back here with you guys entering the docks?
Sounds like a plan.
Because I also want to get another coffee and use the bathroom.
Sounds good.
We'll be right back in about 10 to 15 minutes with the docks. See you soon. And we're back. So, when we just decided to smash cut to the docks, star wipe, if you will, and how do you guys go about approaching this area? It's still raining, because I don't want to change the music. And just sending a message in the group chat if somebody wanted to reply to that. But
Sorry, more cat situations.
okay, apparently we need a second. But
No, keep going. I'm still listening.
so
Get out of.
you guys are at the docks. It's getting into probably at this point late afternoon. So it seems to be a graveyard shift currently working there. You guys are have, I'm assuming, either umbrellas or rain jackets, or you're just dealing with it.
I'm
Which
going
coat?
to. Is it nighttime or daytime?
It's like almost sunset, so it's just in the early evening. Most people are off work now. It's just a few. The workers at the docks are this sort of graveyard shift. There's not too many people working right now, but there's still people who are doing some loading and unloading of stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be wearing like a raincoat-esque jacket thing, like water-resistant jacket and a hood. Heading towards. I'm going to walk up to the first person I see.
Okay. So the first person you what do you say as you approach?
I'm going to walk up to the person and be like, "Howdy. Um, have you seen anything suspicious around here lately?"
Just diving right into it.
Oh yeah, I give zero craps. My teammates might want to hold me back.
Um, you approach one of the workers, and you just who are you, and what do you mean by suspicious?
My name is sorry. My name is Lacey, and I am writing an article for the school newspaper about some strange behaviors amongst the city or across the city, sorry. And I had heard some rumors that the docks was the place to hear of weird tales. So I was just wondering, has anything weird been happening lately? Wynn is learning she's a really good liar.
Now, I feel like this would go towards the manipulate someone as you try to get information out, but let me just double check what is associated
I'm cool with that.
with.
I am manipulating them because I'm lying, right?
Yeah. Just let me take a look at what's involved with manipulate. Because it's either manipulate or act under pressure. To do something for you. So yeah, you're essentially trying. The thing you're getting them to do is give you information about current happenings. I'd say that would count.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and roll manipulate someone. I don't know if you have any special things to add to this, or if it's just your straight ability.
Nah, just regular.
Ooh, that's a critical failure of 2 1s.
Yeah, that just happened.
Ooh.
What was about Wen being a good liar?
Just overconfidence.
Hey,
She
so
was lying
there's
to
this,
herself. When she
there's
said she
this
was a good
whole
liar.
thing about the spooky that y'all don't understand.
Is that the self-destructive nature?
Yeah, exactly. I have all these like bad sides to me, including that. And the paranoia.
Yeah. So,
So that's why she always lies. She's afraid to reveal herself to anyone. She's paranoid if someone finds out who she is.
this guy says, I'm sorry. What school newspaper did you say?"
I didn't. I just said my school newspaper.
Uh-huh. I'm
Well,
sorry.
you seem to be no help. I'm gonna leave now. Bye. And she's gonna just turn around and walk away.
Oh my god.
He just like takes note of you and just like keeps going with his work. It's like have a nice day.
You too, you too. And then she's gonna walk back to John and Max. So he was no help, but maybe I approached that wrong. It's your turn.
Just one at a time, just keep approaching this person.
No, they can do whatever they want.
Okay, Max is gonna go approach the same person.
uh he sees you approach, is like, "Are you also with the school paper?"
And without answering it, just immediate mental dominion.
Because of course.
Yeah.
God, that's evil.
Mm-hmm. Also fun.
Okay, so go ahead and roll to manipulate someone with your mental dominion.
Okay, next I get 1.
Nice. 5 and a 1.
So, I guess my one thing will be, you will answer all of Lacey's questions.
God, I hate this ability.
And then I wave her back.
I'm gonna come running back up. Is he gonna be more cooperative now?
I think so. It's like you're gonna be more cooperative, right?
That depends.
Well,
I-
keep in mind that the order itself was he'll answer all of Lacey's questions.
Yeah, he's not
Oh.
answering you.
Yeah.
I had only one question to ask you, and that was, have you seen anything strange around here lately?
He thinks for a moment, just like I heard about body being found a bit ago that was twisted and weird, got clogged in a drain pipe down little ways. Luckily, I wasn't the one who had to clean that out.
Who had to clean it out?
Believe it was, well, I think Mikey was the one who found it, but then some suits came in to actually deal with the body. I don't know, I wasn't here that day.
Well, and she turns to Max, indicating she does not know where to go from here. Like being like, cool, I got info on the body, kind of thing. Oh, better yet, she's gonna use some telepathy if that's cool.
Yeah.
Technically, it just says I can put like it says I can allow me to do things, but it just says I can put words in their mind. So as we're doing this, I'm gonna say it silently to Max, being like, I don't know what else to ask them. We know more about where the body, that there was a body here. Maybe we should go and find the spot where the scene was.
So, can I answer back to you? Like,
I can read people's thoughts, so I think
okay,
so.
okay. So, I was gonna actually say that like you could ask him like in what direction the street is.
Smart. Obviously, Wynn is doing this flawlessly without breaking character whatsoever, as she is doing the reading of the thoughts. Lacey goes to the dude and says, "So, can you point me in the direction of where the body was found? We're just gonna go and take a little wander."
Yeah, it was just down that way a piece. You'll see a drain pipe that's barred off. That's where the body got caught up in. And he just points down the boardwalk a little piece where in like the over the edge of the water there will be a drain pipe.
Awesome. That's perfect. Thank you so much, Toodaloo. And she's gonna like.
Toodle.
Are we still telepathic right now?
Yes. Well, I don't know. That's up to the DM.
Okay, let's get rid of that. You can read people's thoughts and put words in their mind. This can allow you to. It doesn't say that they can talk back.
But it says I can read people's thoughts, and in my opinion, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
talk to yourself in thoughts.
Yeah, so
Like there's one more
I'm
thing I want to
stretching.
say.
I'm stretching this. I know. I'm stretching this ability. It's technically to be used for specific things, and I just want to be this telepathic queen.
Because
but-
I haven't stretched my abilities at all.
yeah, really. Every ability in this is broken, and there's nothing I can do to fix it.
Yeah.
We're just creative souls. What can you do?
So if we're still linked itself, I just want to say, can you ask him where Mikey is?
Mikey?
Yeah, he said that Mikey was the one who found the body.
Oh, right. Is that okay? Are you cool with that?
I mean, you can ask whatever you want.
I know, but for him to have given to me that information to ask.
I mean, you can still, yeah, you can read his thoughts. So you're getting the thoughts that Max is making prominent in his mind would be those. You're just also, if
Okay.
you're looking into his mind, you're getting all of the other surface thoughts as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn to the guy. One more thing before we go. Can you tell me where I can find this Mikey character? Got some questions to ask him.
Yeah, he's off today, but he hangs out in this southwest end. Yeah, make sure I have my directions right. Yeah. Him and his crew hang out down there.
Awesome. Thanks for the info.
Have a nice day.
You as well. And then I'm gonna like motion over to John and beckon him to come over to us.
So
Max was brilliant. And Wynn's gonna be like in awe of just how smart he was in the moment to like manipulate the dude into answering the questions. The mental dominion.
Hey, don't try to butter him up just because you broke his door, okay?
I did not break his door. Only suspicious people say something like that.
Why are you so defensive about this?
Why do you keep bringing it up? She's gonna like kind of like be looking at John with like her hands on her hips, being like, "You gonna play this game right now?"
Just as an aside, you stared at it by trying to drag me into that whole confrontation I wanted no part of, so
True facts. I did, unfortunately.
anyway, so we're gonna go look around.
Yeah, we got some good info. We know where there was a body found, and we have some dude to go talk to. So,
Let's go. I guess look for where the body was first.
lead the way. And I'm gonna point in the direction of where the body is.
Okay then. I guess I'll lead the way.
Okay, so you guys head towards where the body was originally found. Sorry, just trying to do multitask here. You guys head towards where the body was found. It's difficult to get at. It's a sewer grate that's along the wall of the river. So there's no way to actually get onto it by foot easily. So you can try and climb down over the side, jump in the water, or get a boat, or something else that I haven't thought of myself. How would you guys like to approach it?
What do you guys think?
Well, Win is not acrobatic, so she's gonna be like, I ain't swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Max,
Water ain't really my thing.
you seem to look like you can fly, though. I saw some wings earlier. Can you fly without people noticing you?
Um, so upon hearing you ask him this, I have he has a look of dejectedness on his face. I don't know why, but my wings don't actually work properly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up something like that. Maybe we should look for a boat. And she's gonna start looking along the shoreline or whichever the docks for an appropriate boat they can steal. Borrow. Sorry, borrow.
Commandeer. If it's a boat, you're commandeering it.
I'm commandeering. Ooh,
Yeah.
fancy.
Is that the proper term?
Yeah.
Well, let's go.
I checked. Don't worry. That's me.
So, you guys are going to try to commandeer a boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to do it without being noticed, or are you going to try to find someone that you can talk your way into giving you a boat?
Let's just shoot for the former first.
Mhm.
And then
Mm-hmm.
if that doesn't pan out, maybe consider the latter.
Agreed.
Okay. So as you walk around the dock area, you eventually find someone who's like tying up their boat, trying to make sure it's secure for the bad weather that's currently happening, which doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. And how do you approach him?
I'll run
What does
forward.
that mean?
Win is waiting for someone to make a move, and if she doesn't, she's running.
Where, just reminding you, like, where are we trying to get to again? We need a boat, and we're going, what, here?
No, it's I don't have the map on the stream yet, right? But like, it's more around like the that area. It's connects into, like, it goes into the city. But it's just a sewer grate that you just can't get access.
Oh, like from land, so it's like,
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
So it goes out into the water, but you just can't access it by walking.
Gotcha.
You have to either go around or find another entrance to the sewers. But you run up to this guy. You just run up to this guy who's trying to tie down his boat.
Yeah. Here, let me help you with that. And I'm gonna take the ropes from him.
This would most definitely be a manipulate someone, because he's a complete stranger trying to help, like saying, "Let me help you tie down the boat."
Yeah.
So, roll to manipulate and see if you're better at. Wow. That's from a critical failure to a critical success.
Yep.
And no in between.
Thank you. Thank you. I've officially peaked in this game. My character is going downhill from here.
You have successfully won Monsters of the Week. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you. Where's my trophy?
Okay. 10 plus the for reasons you. So, as you approach and say, "Let me help you," he's trying to tie down the boat, and he's just like, "Yeah, grab that rope over there and tie it to the post."
Aye, aye. I'm gonna start tying.
How good is Win at knots?
I would say better than you'd expect. So, she can tie things.
Yeah, you secure the boat down to one of the posts, and he nods at you and is like, "Thanks for the hand. Was there something I could help you with?"
Yes, actually. I was wondering if you would let me borrow this boat.
Looks at the boat that just got secured. For what reason do you need it for?
Well, you see, I am currently needing to go out into the water for reasons that are beyond your comprehension, and it's okay. But
Looks a little insulted.
Oh, the gaslighting.
No, for real. I have an art project I'm doing, and I need to see the sunset tonight out on the water so I can actually get like the best view of it. And your boat would be perfect for it. I promise to bring it back by like before midnight.
He looks at the storm clouds overhead and the rain pouring down. And looks back.
Yeah, I'm an artist. It's part of the deal.
The sunset, you say?
Yeah, you've seen it before, right?
I've I've seen it on many other nights. Um,
Okay,
but
okay, I have. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm lying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Two times the charm.
like he's not being hostile towards you, but even with a full success, there's only so far that he's not saying no, but he's
I
just
know.
like
I
pointing.
just don't know how to make a good enough reason to want to steal a boat. And for some reason, my brain went to that one and forgot about the weather.
Yeah, it's just like you succeeded in this role, so he's not saying no, but like this is a very
Yeah.
obvious point. He's just like, okay, listen, your reasons can be your own. Uh, you've helped me out here. I can. You seem to know how to handle your uh, how to handle yourself.
Hmm.
I can take you out on the water for a little bit, but the storm seems to be getting worse, so we shouldn't be out for too long.
Perfect. And how close are John and Max when I've done this?
How close are John and Max?
Well, you
The
said that you
exact
ran
right
up.
distance.
Like I say, we're decently like a ways back because like you said that you ran up to this dude.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like beckon you guys over.
Come over.
I found us a boat, but he's coming with us. And she's gonna point at the boat owner.
Well, you seem to know how to tie a knot, but I don't know if you. I don't know your skills at operating a boat, and this is my livelihood, so. But we can take it out quickly. Where are you needing to go?
Wynn's gonna turn to Max. Max, do you think you could describe to the driver where we need to go?
Like with a wink.
Yeah. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Okay, yeah. So I walk up and I look at him, and we're gonna go for a 2 for 2 for mental dominion. See how this plays out.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What did I get? I got a success, so that means I get all 3 on him.
5 and a 3. Nice.
Yeah, +2 for my charm. So I can tell him. So I can order him to do 3 things.
Yeah.
Like, how do we want to word this? What was his question? He says, like, why do we want to go out there?
Where do we want to go? Or
Oh. Well, I feel like we have to tell him truthfully.
Yeah, we just don't want him to like react to
Yeah.
why or ask questions.
Yeah. So this isn't like an order because I can choose like when to use the charges itself. So I'm gonna answer him honestly itself. We're here just investigating the drain pipe again.
So again, as you use your mental dominion, your eyes shimmer.
No, no, I'm just answering him honestly. I'm not using anything yet.
Yeah, but it's still putting the spell like
Oh, true. Yeah.
your eyes shimmer, and you see the same shimmer reflected in his eyes, and you see that he's um like uh inclined to perceive your words,
Okay.
but you tell him that you're investigating the thing again.
Yeah. The drain pipe.
Okay. What
And I
else?
say again, it, and I said again at the end of that because like um I wanted to come off that maybe he'll think we're from that same company that was investigating before.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming he would have knowledge of that.
Potentially.
Yeah.
So what else do you tell him?
Um, well, he asked like where we're going, so I said that. So I'm assuming like we're all gonna get in now
Yeah, but
and go.
you like it doesn't like with the mental dominion. It doesn't say like how long, but you won't have the charges forever.
Mhm.
Um, you want to give an order. Regular people will follow your order, whatever it is. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah, it'll basically be with this interaction you'll be able to use them.
Okay. Kind of makes sense to look at it in that way because it's a really overpowered ability.
Yeah, like you can't just hold on to a charge on someone forever. It's basically within this interaction with them.
Okay.
Um, but you guys get into the boat, and he sort of takes you over to the sewer drain. And what and he kind of just levels it out and works at keeping it as steady as possible, but the water's not calm right now, so you get a lot of the sea lurching it back and forth, and it can be hard to keep your feet secure. How is everyone on boats?
Um,
Not
Wynn
sure.
does not like it.
Max is in the same. Okay, that's a pun. Max is in the same boat.
Okay, well,
I don't think he's actually been on a boat before.
uh, okay, if they're both shaky with it, then I guess I'll be the one who's okay with it. Just so that we're not all useless.
What, we can't all be useless?
That's
I
just
can.
us normally, so I thought we'd mix it up a bit.
Oh, that's funny.
So, what do you guys do as you get to the sewage pipe?
Mm,
Oh, goody.
Um,
A big
I,
pipe with poop flowing out of it.
yay.
and I guess Max is going to use one of his first holds on the guy and say, please give us um, any information to
Now, I feel like asking him to take you over there would have been one of them.
like one of them itself. Okay. All right. So we'll use the second one then. Can you please answer any of any and all of his questions? And his, I'm pointing over to John, as I'm just trying to keep my nausea under control.
Yep. Fair enough. So, John, you're looking at this sewer grate. It has bars going over it. What would you like to do to inspect this area?
Does it look like a person could get inside it?
The bars themselves are spaced out in a way that a small person might be able to like squeeze through.
So what was the guy doing in here that Vampire Boy murdered him? Or did he just try to like hide the body in there?
Well, so to clarify, one of the body that was found at the docks had been you heard over your radio that the body that was found at the docks had been either mutilated or mutated. It was deformed, essentially.
Mhm.
So that's just something you would have known. To reiterate some information.
You could ask him, like, where the pipe leads from, because it's possible, like, it could have been like shoved down the pipe at the other point, and then it came down and got stuck here.
I guess it's just sewage, right? So, I don't think many random boatmen on the docks know the intricacies of this
City sewage
system
systems.
layout.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we close enough that I can like inspect the grate
Yeah.
itself?
You can inspect it, and if you want to roll investigate a mystery and just tell me how you're looking and what you're kind of looking for. Unless there's another thing that you'd like to do.
So I'm looking for a sign that the body was like in the pipe and then just sort of flowed down against the grate, like I don't know, maybe like some bloodstains or something along the actual bars of the grate itself or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
So investigate.
Yeah.
Good.
Mixed success. 2 and a 3. So, that means you get 1, I believe.
Yeah.
So you can ask one of those questions unless there's a different question that you'd like to ask.
What happened here?
Okay. So you take a flashlight and you're looking around the
Oh,
kitty.
the loaf. I can't even right now.
I know, right?
She keeps pushing buttons on the keyboard.
You take your flashlight and you sort of wave it around the area. And you notice that there's some blood. What you seem to be blood, similar in color and viscosity to the thing that you had fought in the public gardens on the bars themselves. As well as some an odd thing to find here is some webbing on the bars.
God.
Spider.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take I'm assuming, John being who he is, you probably have a UV flashlight as well.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't?
You might even have your flashlight might even just be able to shift between them.
No, it's a separate, smaller flashlight.
Okay.
Just don't turn it on in a hotel room.
Yikes.
Oh.
Gross.
No.
But you take that out and you can see, I guess a lot of the sewer would light up under it, but the same color that's on the bars from the blood liquid, there's streaks of it that go, like splatters of it that lead up through the sewers as far as the light can show. And they're like streaks of it that kind of go in this direction, so you feel like the body had flowed down to here, and this is just where it ended up.
How strong is the sewage flow here? Like, how much sewage are we talking about?
It's like probably at this point it's like, and right now it's like probably varies here. Right now there's nothing draining out, but as you can see from the like the levels of like debris on the actual bottom of the surface, like if you'd guess to be roughly ankle deep at its low above ankle deep at its peak whenever it's flowing out.
Okay, so hypothetically, it would be traversable.
Yeah.
Okay. If only we had some sort of small teleporting person who could get in there pretty easily.
Right.
Okay, could Max fit through the bars?
Is Max the biggest of you? I think he is.
I think he is.
Damn it.
Yeah. So, I
Can
think
Win fit through the bars?
Win could probably fit through uncomfortably.
Mm-hmm.
All right, your time to shine, Win.
It's my time to shine.
Well, maybe not shine, but you know. I think it'll be the opposite of shining during this.
Is there anything on the boat that would consist of 2 plastic bags she could wrap her boots in?
Let me do a luck roll here.
Thanks. It's hard to come by good shoes. She ain't ruining them for this.
Oh, that's pretty lucky.
Apparently, yes.
Damn.
My shoes stay clean, thank you.
Yeah, with that, you're like actual like plastic boot covers that you can strap on, and like the lips of it kind of tear off and let you tie them around so they stay secure and up over the boots.
Awesome. I'm gonna pull a plastic poncho out of my bag,
Yeah.
put on over top of my stuff so I can keep my backpack with me. My backpack is pretty small. I imagine I can put it through the bars.
Yeah, you probably have to like maneuver it separately from yourself to get
Yeah, like
through.
hold on to it as I slide through and then drag it in after.
Yeah.
How far am I currently to the Great Lake? Can I easily access it, or do I have to get the boat to go closer?
I'd say the boatman's like keeping it as close as he can. There'd be like probably like a foot or two gap from the side of the boat to the thing, to the.
Okay.
I don't know what the word is for this seawall or whatever. Is it a seawall?
I get what you're saying,
To
though.
sea grate, and it's like waist high to you right now, so
Okay.
you can reach it. It's just like hauling yourself up to it.
Okay. So I'm about to go into this thing. I'm thrilled.
Okay, I lend her the UV flashlight. I say, okay, follow the blood trail to where, try to figure out where the body got dumped in, and then we'll be topside. Just let us know when you find something, and we'll meet you on the other side. Good luck.
Got it. Wish me luck. I hope I don't die.
It's always a good idea to split the party.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going in there. It's a sewer.
Yeah, Wynn's taking one for the team.
Mm-hmm.
She feels like this is her redemption for messing with Max's stuff. So she's trying to
She's
redeem
the one
her.
who did that.
Yeah, she really did a number on his stuff there. I'm glad she's finally owning up to it, though.
John is like literally the worst.
Yeah. Yeah. She is a little impressionable in that sense. That like she doesn't really know what's going on, but she's just kind of like she's yearning for knowing the mystery. She wants to figure things out, right? So anyways, she's gonna begrudgingly get up and climb through the poles to go into the sewer.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Were you about to say something, John?
let her do that.
You haul yourself up and, like, bit of acrobatics to just kind of squeeze yourself through without too much to actually lean on. But you're able to do it. And you enter the sewers.
I put my scarf I'm wearing up above my mouth to help cover out the smell.
Yeah, it smells nasty.
Oh yeah, she's having a great time with it.
This is
And
a very unpleasant experience.
yes, I'm realizing that. And she's so she's like almost head to toe covered in plastic and is having her like scarf on her face to cover it, and she has the UV light and she's just like, and then she has her own flashlight, so she's doing like one in each hand. So then the one flashlight is helping her get through things, and she's just like, please don't let me see a rat. Please don't let me see a rat as she's going through, and then the other one's following the blood trail.
Okay. And as Wynn makes her way through this sewer system, what are John and Max doing?
Probably just what I told her we'd do. We'll get back to shore. We'll kind of try to get, above where she is on the surface though, and then wait for some sort of signal.
And I'm gonna use my last hold, and I just want to ask this dude what his name is.
His name is... My name's Joseph Latham.
Joseph Latham. Okay. Thank you, Joseph, for helping us out today. The company definitely appreciates your cooperation.
Least I can do. Shall I be taking you back to shore then?
Post haste. Pip.
He takes the boat around and goes back to the docks and starts trying to tie it up again after had done it earlier.
He should be a pro at it by now then.
He ties up his boat, and you guys, I'm assuming, try to just see if you can follow where the sewers might lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you guys coordinating this?
Do we want to start by where the pipe starts on my end, and then walking the direction it goes, and maybe try and find manhole covers?
Yeah.
Along the way, we could open up and then yell down and see if we can hear Wynn, or if she can hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Let's get I'd say this would probably be
Investigate,
history. Maybe an act under pressure. Because investigate doesn't really... Actually, this could be an investigate for Wynn.
Okay.
As you start to make your way through the sewer system and
Mm-hmm.
using the light to kind of try and follow the blood trail, and this is a fairly large sewer system. There is junctions that will lead you in different directions
Mm-hmm.
as you try and follow this trail down the sewer system. Let's do investigate a mystery, unless there's another thing you'd like to try and do.
No, that's good.
Okay. A 5 and a 2. So you get to hold one. Is there a question on the list that you'd like to ask, or is it a different one?
Where did it go?
Seems to be the best one.
Yeah. So, sort of a reverse of that question. I feel it's more as opposed to where did it go, because you know where it went. It's
Where did it come from?
yeah. As you work your way down the tunnel, you're following the light, and you're able to keep track of this trail. And so this basically determines that you're able to keep track of the trail as it leads down further into the city.
Mm-hmm.
And it appears that it came a decent distance. You're being led actually in a southwest direction. So like, yeah, like about their area.
Cool.
In that direction, it will take you a while to actually get down there as the tunnels scrape by. Let's get either Max or John to make act under pressure to see if you can coordinate with Wynn to follow her as she makes her way down through by doing what you said, like trying to follow the sewer grates and yelling down and trying to keep eye on her.
Okay.
I'll let Max do the roll. It's his idea.
Alright.
Unless there's another ability or thing that you'd like to do, let me know.
Not that I can think of. Okay. It's a straight roll for me, so let's see how we do.
Mixed success.
Yeah.
3 and a 4.
He finds her but falls in.
So, you can see where you get to a point where you can tell the direction that she's going, but the area you can't follow directly. So you have the choice. You can let her keep going on her own, or you have to enter the sewers yourself to keep up with her. But you're basically at a location that you're not able to enter as the sewers keep going.
Okay. That's not good.
you can try and take a guess, and
Here, are there any manhole covers near us? Because we could. I kind of just want to open one and yell in, and hopefully Wynn can hear us.
I mean, it would have been out of manhole cover that you noticed, just oh, we can't continue following this, keep going this way. So you can yell down to her, and I'd say you guys have been keeping in somewhat communication with each other.
Mm-hmm.
What do you yell down to her?
Can you hear us?
So
Can I?
I'd say this is the point where you would still have been keeping in communication, so you would hear just back a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
as you've been moving forward. Max yelling down to you.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Am I able to gauge how far she is from me?
It's an echoey area, but you'd probably take a guess at she's half a block, not, or I feel like you guys would have been keeping fairly close to each other as you went, right? Or am I right in assuming that?
I
I would
think so.
yeah.
So she's only just a couple yards down past the sewer grate that you're yelling into, but you just know that there's a closed off building that you aren't able to figure out where it will lead past there, and you won't be able to keep up with her anymore from above.
Okay. Well, I guess we could ask her. So, are we traveling the same direction as her right now? Like from up above.
Yeah, you guys were traveling together. I wasn't really using the map as the guide there. I'm just showing which direction you guys were heading.
Okay.
This is more theater of the mind. I was just pointing out locations.
Okay.
But you guys are still close to each other. And you can see where the path was sort of leading, but you don't. So you know which direction it was heading in, so you can either try and suss it out above, which might be more difficult to figure out the direction, or you can all dive into the sewers, or you can try and look into your other leads. These are the choices you have. Unless there's a choice you want to make that I didn't think of.
What do you think we should do, Max?
It's a game of choices.
Let's say, do we want to triple break up the group? I'll continue following the general direction up top to see if I can see if there's any sus places along the way that are connected to the sewers. Or places that you could be able to dump a body without being seen.
And what would John do?
I'm not sure. If John wants to come, that's fine itself. But I was just thinking if we each did something itself, it might be it might be better for us in the long run itself.
Okay, so you think we should split up?
cover more ground, like Scooby Doo.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with you.
Okay.
Hoping to activate my contrary ability.
I'm sorry.
If
What?
I seek out, if
Oh,
contrary, when you seek out and receive someone's honest advice on the best course of action for you, and then do something else instead, mark experience and gain +1 ongoing when I do something pursuing that course.
Okay. So if I suggest to you that you
It has to be your honest advice. Like, don't try to metagame it. Like, what
Yeah.
do you
Okay.
honestly think I should do?
Okay, so like I would say like follow like one of the other leads itself. I don't know what those are exactly, the other leads that we have for like this particular thing itself, but
Okay, I'm going to ignore that advice and go with you.
and you still get your experience.
That's the hope. Specifically because I'm ignoring your advice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these sort of abilities are ones that we need to be careful of not abusing. But
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
yeah,
This is like the first time I've done it all campaign,
yeah,
so
Yeah.
I'm aware of the issues with it. So I'm trying
And
to
that like
yeah,
would be
be
like,
reasonable about it.
yeah.
and I wouldn't, and Max wouldn't have any reason to doubt him. It was honestly like just was like a genuine idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So I'm gonna relay back like down to Win saying that we're going to travel far like further up the same way up here and see if we can find anything.
okay. So you guys head down. Um, try to like go around. And try to figure out the direction to which things had been going.
Mm-hmm.
While when you, on your own, or what does actually I should ask, like, what does Win want to do in this situation? Do you want to keep going, pursuing forward, or do you want to, uh, like, uh, exit and join back up with the rest of them?
She's gonna continue going forward.
Okay, the obviously good choice to make in this situation.
Yeah.
Okay. You continue down the sewer system, and sorry, my ears just popped. You continue down the sewer system. The smell, even with the scarf around you, is very hard to actually breathe. You find yourself having like not wanting to, but needing to take deeper breaths because just the air in here, it's hard to get enough oxygen at any given point. So you're breathing heavy, trying to just reluctantly trying to get enough air into your lungs to keep moving. What and following the trail of blood. Well, John and Max, you head down around, trying to follow where the things were heading. The trail would eventually, the direction would eventually lead you into a neighborhood, where they're into a residential area of the city, where there's houses, just a housing area. So some buildings are being lived in, some look like they're run down. Uh, don't and it's hard for you to judge like what where the sewers could have led. I'm going to need a what should I get? What does... Let me just see what read a bad situation that might cover things here. Okay. When you eventually get to an intersection where you kind of almost lose track of where the trail led. But you do hear... You do notice that... Actually, let's get you to read a bad situation and see what you get before I indulge information. Oh, dang.
You're on fire today.
I'm loving my rolls today.
Mm-hmm.
On a 10 plus, hold 3. So, damn. What did you roll? A 6 and a 5. Dang it.
I did.
So, what do you want to ask?
I guess what's my best way in? Where I need to go?
Okay. So,
It says I can ask any question though, right? Not just the listed, because I get a 12 plus. Because the advanced read a bad situation. On a 12 plus, you may ask the keeper any question.
so
Do you have advanced unlock though?
yeah, so advanced successes, you have to unlock. Those are additional abilities that you can unlock as you level up further.
Okay, well then that makes sense. Then my OG question. What's my best way in?
So, I'll say there's 2 things that you notice about here. You notice, so you almost lose, you pretty much lose the trail of blood that you've been following. But what you do see is that at this intersection, further ahead, you catch a glimpse of a similar webbing that you had noticed at the grate of the sewer.
Interesting.
But you also notice that there is a manhole with a ladder that leads out, and that's a little further ahead of you in the same direction.
Okay.
So you can tell that you have a best way in to this area, essentially for future use if you want.
Okay.
Your next question?
What is my biggest threat?
As you move up, probably just to the ladder, being quiet and trying to suss out your situation that is in front of you, do you have a third question in mind before I give the answer to this one, or do you want to know?
Not really, to be honest with you.
You're up to the ladder, following the trail ahead of you, and you shining your light ahead. You listen for a moment, and you hear something.
Right.
Coming from ahead of you. Not moving forward, but just a guttural noise. Chattering. A similar noise to a creature you had run into prior.
Yeah, I don't really have a third question out of the list because I feel like the rest are about the same answer. But I do want to climb that ladder and get out of there after hearing that noise.
That would probably count also as the best way out.
Yeah, that's true. But I'd like to, like, GTFO.
Okay. And as you climb out, you're in the south end of the city. You not a location that you're generally familiar with. I feel, but you know that you'll be able to get your bearings and you note down where this spot is.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I think we'll call it for this session.
Woo!
We had, I think we have a 3:30 cutoff.
Mm-hmm.
Next session, I believe, will be November 5th. Is it going to be our attempted date? I'll post to Twitter as long as that still exists.
Mm-hmm.
If things change. But until then, we'll continue this then, and between then, we'll be probably continuing our Baldur's Gate stream every Sunday.
Awesome.
And we'll see where this leads our hunters from here.
Woo!
Sounds good.
Hope everybody had fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I still don't know how to end these. Bye.